Hey guys, Sykoo Sam here with the extreme summery clothes. Honestly, I have no idea what just happened to my wardrobe. I'm only wearing the sunglasses because like in the last video, I mentioned this before if you remember. Are you active? I mentioned that I can't do anything to my hair and it still is the same. I'm aware that barbershops are opening slowly but surely in Copenhagen, but I just don't want to take that risk, you know what I mean? And I definitely can't cut my own hair, so you're gonna have to deal with my sunglasses for a little bit longer. Anyway, so in this video, we're gonna take a look at my top 10 favorite assets. Never mind the fact that I show 5 with my fingers. That's not important. I'm not on camera to show you anything except for myself. Oh, and Copenhagen, look how beautiful it is. The packs of this video that we're gonna cover are actually not things, I think that these are things that you haven't probably heard of as much before, especially not on this channel. And it's a larger variety from like 3D models to sound effects to visual effects. So it's gonna be a bigger variety, which I think is gonna be fun. Also guys, don't forget that Unity is still running their spring sale, which runs for a few more days, so make sure you go to the link in the description, which is my affiliate link, if you want to purchase through that, which ends up supporting Sykoo in the same sense as it supports you because you get a huge discount. So use the link in the description if you want to support Sykoo. And in return, I'll buy you a cookie. Also, make sure you join our Discord server by going to the link in the description as well, which is a community server for game developers where we actually sometimes host some giveaways and free assets. So if you love assets like me, I definitely love assets, which is why we're doing this kind of stuff. So go to the link in the description and join us. Oh, and also this video is brought to you by the Sketchfab store. Sketchfab offers many 3D assets, including characters, vehicles, and level props that you can buy or even just play around with. If you go to the link in the description, you can preview all the character actions and animations. Everything is compatible with game engines like Unity since these files are converted to GLTF files automatically. And by using our code Sykoo10OFF, you can get 10% off any purchase until May 1st. My hair is awful. So with that being said, bring some napkins because your wallet is gonna be crying after this video. So be an emotional supporter. And don't forget to smash a like on this video if you guys enjoy and hit subscribe to stay up to tune for new videos. And with that being said, let's get into it. Alright, so let's get started with number 1, where we have PBR Rocks Nature Pack. This is a rocks package made by Angry Mesh that you can use for desktop and also for mobile, and it contains additional shader options that allow you to customize the look of the rocks for creating unique rocks. Now, there are 3 variants of rocks with moss, sand, and snow. Each rock uses the same basic texture in all 3 variants, and the difference is that they are blended with different textures and have different properties on materials depending on the environment. Additionally, this pack supports HDRP and URP both in Unity 2019.3, which honestly was one of the main big selling points for me when it came to this asset. But I'm also happy that I bought it because I actually ended up using it in so many of my level designs. Well, mainly because it does support HDRP, but also because they just look so good. They have a full content list on what exactly you get through this package on their asset store page, which again, you can check out through the links in the description just for any other asset as well. But basically, you get 24 unique rocks meshes for high version, 24 unique rock meshes for mobile version, and then 72 rock prefabs for high version and mobile version, which includes all the 3 variants we talked about before, 11 nature prefabs, 83 prefabs ready to be used with Vegetation Studio and Vegetation Studio Pro, 3 particle prefabs, 9 ground textures, 3 post-processing profiles, and just so much more. Now moving on to number 2, we have probably one of my all-time favorite asset packs, that is RAM 2019 River Auto Material by Nature Manufacturer. You've probably already realized that in all of my recent speed level design videos that I posted on this YouTube channel, we use a road system for adding some ground textures and roads or paths along like a forest or whatever, or maybe even just adding a river, right? And this is actually that infamous asset pack that I'm using. So a lot of people were asking me in the comment section, so here we go. There is actually a video on this now. So RAM gives you the ability to create very advanced rivers and lakes with flow map, riverbed shapes, and textures on them automatically. The shader generates few cascades and waterfall types by the slope of the mesh, meaning if you have a terrain like I do in my speed level design videos, you can just click on snap to terrain and it's going to follow the slope and heights of that terrain. This pack also supports Unity 2019.3 with HDRP and the Universal RP or Universal Render Pipeline, so it's also one of the bigger selling points, but I've been using RAM before too, and this is just a newly updated version, which is 2019. And again, I just want to make it super clear, even though the fact that I actually mentioned this before, you can use RAM or river auto material to also generate not just rivers and lakes, but also paths along like a forest, or if you have like a ground you want to do, or maybe even car roads, you can actually use this for that kind of stuff too. Moving on to number 3, we have the Vegetation Engine by Boxophobic. I think I said that right. Boxophobic. It's phobic. Oh my god. Alright, I'm gonna admit, I'm not good with names. There you go. Get over it. Anyway, the Vegetation Engine is a set of highly optimized vegetation shaders and tools designed to unify any vegetation asset from the Unity Asset Store, SpeedTree, Quixel Megascans, etc., or even custom vegetation authored by your own team. With a one-click setup and conversion for prefabs, and with a comprehensive set of decal-like elements, you'll be able to easily add high-quality wind motion, dynamic wind power, vegetation interaction with unlimited objects or characters, dynamic seasons, global overlay like snow, dust, global wetness, tinting, HDR tinting, and so much more. There are just a bunch of features, and I'm gonna be honest here, I haven't been able to actually use it to the fullest extent, and I haven't been able to use it with the interaction with objects and characters, but I actually want to try it in my next speed level design video. So if you guys have any ideas where I can use this, let me know in the comment section. This pack also allows using any vegetation asset with Universal Render Pipeline, URP, and the High Definition Render Pipeline, HDRP, with a few clicks, even if the asset was not designed initially to be used with scriptable render pipelines, simply because this is a shader pack, right? So it's a really, really cool hack, and I'm really happy that this actually exists, because I'm gonna be honest here, I'm just now learning about this. I did not know this. And I'm the professional YouTuber who does all of his, I can't even say it without laughing, god damn it. But no, I mean, now that I formulate that for myself like that, it actually makes sense that this pack would support Universal Render Pipeline and HDRP. And I'm sure that I'm gonna use this even more now that I know about this, so thank you Asset Store, very cool. But let me know in the comment section where you plan on using this. Moving on to number 4, we have the Fantasy Forest environment made by Triforge Assets. This pack contains over 120 prefabs that you can use to create stylized forest environments, from trees, bushes, to rocks and mushrooms, all with beautiful hand-painted textures and variants for summer, autumn, and winter scenes. In this pack, you can find 23 tileable hand-painted terrain textures, 12 tree models, 13 terrain detail meshes like grass, bushes, and flowers, 53 prop models such as mushrooms, rock, fences, water plants, campfire, and stuff like that, 7 particle effects, and a custom tree shader with wind movement. Moving on to number 5, we have Magic Effects Pack 1 by Crypto289. This package includes 33 effects with sound effects, and it supports PC, consoles, mobiles, VR, URP, and HDRP, which is huge. And this pack is pretty straightforward, so the main features are that you can have any color in one click. It works out of the box, so you just literally drag and drop the effects into your Unity scenes. There are shields with projectiles interaction. Demo scene is included with a village and a character. Fast screen space decals, and it supports post-processing version 2 and volume post-processing, which is for HDRP and Universal Render Pipeline. And it also works with 2D and 3D. Hopping over on to number 6, we have Camera Controller by OOT, and I hope I did not butcher your name, but that's how it's written, so don't blame me. This is basically a AAA quality camera solution for your game. It is way more than just a third-person camera using this pack. So the new camera controller is super smooth and built for third-person games. first-person games, and even strategy and MOBAs. Using what they call camera motors, the camera controller is able to seamlessly transition from one view to another, and you can even transition mid-play to give your game that AAA quality boost. Now, the main reason to why I'm actually including this pack is because I see a lot of people creating camera controllers over and over again. And while I agreed that maybe you can do that kind of stuff for like really huge games where you have a very specific certain type of camera, but if you, I mean, what's the reason to reinvent the wheel if you're actually just making like a third-person game or an FPS game? And I feel like this is the pack that I've been mostly satisfied with, so I just wanted to include this in here. Sometimes I feel like it's better to just use an existing solution where you can just modify it and customize it to your needs, rather than creating something from scratch again and again, which is just time consuming. Alright, enough of the series messages. Moving on to number 7, we have DestroyIt by Model Shark Studio. DestroyIt is a highly optimized destruction system that provides multiple options for handling the damage, repair, and destructions of objects in your games. Objects can show visible progressive damage, which can even be repaired, using the standard shader and customizable damage textures. You can also play damage effects at any damage level, for instance like an engine that starts smoking at half health and catches on fire at 1/4 of the health. Destruction can also be simple or realistic, from playing just a particle effect to replacing the object with a pre-fractured prefab, and you can even combine the two for a more realistic effect. Now, let's move on to number 8, where we have MicroSplat Terrain Collection by Jason Booth. Now, this pack is basically, just like the name suggests, right? It's a collection of a bunch of other modules made by Jason Booth, including anti-tiling, MicroSplat core module, global texturing, dynamic snow, puddles, streams, lava, and wetness, terrain blending, terrain holes, tessellation, texture clusters, and just so much more. It's essentially a modular terrain shading system designed around performance and ease of use. MicroSplat is also a replacement shader system for Unity terrains, and it's optimized for both high-end and low-end hardware. I would essentially just recommend you to check out all of the individual modules that are linked on the MicroSplat Terrain Collection Asset Store page, which is also linked in the description below. I mean, there's a lot of features to cover, so I'm just recommending you to check it out for yourself and see if this is something that fits you. So now let's jump on to number 9, where we have TENKOKU Dynamic Sky by TENKOKU Digital. This pack brings completely dynamic high-fidelity sky and weather rendering to Unity developers. It supports a complete 24-hour day and night cycle with yearly cycles, latitude and longitude adjustments, accurate sun positions and planet and star positions, accurate lunar movement and phases. And there are a bunch of other features in different categories like lighting and rendering, where you have adjustable full scene lighting, volumetric lit atmosphere effects, advanced effects like ambient sound effects, advanced weather effects, lighting, thunder, and rainbows. This is also a pack that I've used many times in my own speed level design videos before, which we have talked about at a great scale in this video now that I think about it. So check out the link in the description for a fuller list of features. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm trying to clap, but I actually need a drum roll. Give me some drum roll. Ladies and gentlemen, we are at the very end, where we have number 10, Forest Environment Dynamic Nature by Nature Manufacturer. So right off the bat, go ahead and guess why you think this pack is one of my favorites right now. You have 5 seconds. I'm gonna pause the video. Do not cheat, okay? I trust you. Look, we have built this relationship upon trust. You cannot betray me. I'm not even kidding. I'm actually really excited to see the results. So this pack is essentially a huge library of 100% scanned assets, carefully optimized, atlased, and LODed, which is what they called it. So its LOD is level of detail, or LOD. There is a group of shaders which will bring better quality and simplify your workflow if you want to use them. All shaders are shared between all of the other assets by Nature Manufacturer, like the River Auto Material pack that we covered in this video, and all demo files from their preview video, which is shown in this video right now, Videoception, I know, are also included in the asset. I mean, obviously the big shine of this pack is that it is a artistic content pack, so you get a bunch of artistic content like 10 bushes, 14 rocks, 29 grass and plant objects with prefabs, 16 mushrooms with logs, 37 objects like a branch, stump, trunk, slope, and basically just props for a forest environment. And just a whole bunch of other stuff that I feel like is really essential for creating an environment like a forest environment, which is one of the reasons why I've been using this in my... Guess where I've been using them? In my speed level design videos. That's correct. I just want to let you know that I'm really proud of you for getting the right answer. Like, that's just fantastic. Alright, so that is pretty much it for this video. Let me know in the comment section if you have any favorites throughout the asset packs that we just covered, or if you feel like I missed something that you have as a favorite. One thing I always look forward to with these types of videos is, since our community is so helpful in terms of like helping new people, helping newcomers, which is the same as new people, basically by sharing like feedback, advice, and also suggestions for asset packs for somebody who's looking for it. I just look forward to seeing the comments. So if you guys have anything you want to suggest me to check out, or suggest other people watching this video to check out, let us know in the comment section. And again, don't forget to check out the affiliate link if you guys want to see some spring sale discounts, and on top of that, also support Sykoo in return, which is win-win situation. And join us on Discord by simply going to the link in the description. I would also like to give a huge shout out to all of our Patreons supporting the channel, including Kupla, Realtetsvärtlust. I'm still saying this in Swedish because I haven't heard anybody correct me, so correct me if I'm wrong, which I probably am. But from this video, you should know by now that I'm not very good with names. Samuel Rivello and the Messy Coder. So thank you guys so much for your support. And if you want to check out this Patreon page and see how you can support us and support this channel to grow, check out the link in the description. A lot of links in the description today. I'm happy with this. Let's just hope that I don't forget to actually update the description, which I won't. I mean, I never do. So don't forget that I'm a professional YouTuber. I've been doing this for years. All right. Anyway, so with that being said, thank you so much for watching this video and hope you guys had fun. Smash like if you want to see more and hit subscribe for more videos. And with that being said, have a good one and peace out.
Sen sevda mısın yoksa yalan dolan, püsküllü bela olur.